Okay, Duke Douglas back here with another one. Two in one day, and I found another one by myself without anybody's help. Just listening to my playlist at work with my earphones in, singing along, and they're singing, and it's not what I remember. It's this is a song that I've been listening to since I was young. I used to love this song. It reminds me of riding around in the car with my mom at a really really young age. It's Free Your Mind by Vogue, and I'm going to do a couple cover bands just to show you that, most of these people have the same exact memory as me. In fact, every cover that I pulled up for this one, I mean, with the Billy Joel one, there was a few that said Bottle of Whites, and that kind of threw me off, but obviously there was a few that remembered exactly the way I do, and obviously the lyrics to the Billy Joel song said white, but every cover of this one that I found remembers it exactly the way I remember it, and it's just, again, it just doesn't make sense the way they say it. But let's go with the first cover. So I wear tight clothing, high heel shoes, and then this is from The Voice. I wear tight clothing, high heel shoes. Again, high heel shoes. This one was a little harder to hear, but you wear tight clothing, them high heel shoes. I listened to it a few times. He's definitely saying shoes. This one's nice and clear. I wear tight clothing, high heel shoes. It doesn't mean that I'm a prostitute. And now let's listen to En Vogue. And again, the lyrics are on the screen. Look at the lyrics. Love this song. I'll play it from the beginning.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind!
You hear that? I wear tight clothing, high heel shoe, but it clearly says shoes on the screen. She wears tight clothing and one high heel shoe. That must be very, very uncomfortable and very bad for her feet. But that's what she's saying now. I don't remember this, and this is on my playlist. It's been on my playlist for almost 2 years now, and then just about 5, maybe 6 months ago, again, it was around the same time I heard that Billy Joel song. All of a sudden, it just changed a high heel shoe. What is going on? I just can't explain this. If anybody has an explanation for me, like personally, I think it's, people in high places working with some pretty dark powers and changing stuff, and they're trying to group us into sections, trying to group us into factions. There's people who pay attention, there's people who pay attention to detail, and there's people who expose those details. There's people who expose these liars, people who expose the elite and everything that's going on. And then there's people who kind of see it and hear it and kind of believe it, but they don't care. And then you have the people who just totally shut off. They're like, no, that's the way it's always been, or I don't know, like, oh, who cares if the earth is flat, or, well, one's a lie and one's the truth. And I think if everybody just stuck up for the truth, we would be in a lot better shape. But they want to know who's going to follow along, who's going to be their cheerleaders, who's going to just accept it, who's going to be their workers, who do they need to get rid of. And that's my personal belief. I know Moneybags has a different belief, and I don't care what your belief is. As long as we come together and acknowledge the truth, I'm with you. I like Moneybag 73. Again, we differ on a few things, but he sounds like a great guy. I'd love to link up with him and just sit down and have a good conversation with him. Same with Brian Macfarlane and I forget the guy's name from Hidden Knowledge. I'm sorry, I apologize. But Yeah, great guys, you know, they see the truth, they recognize it, they expose it. And we need more people like that. We need to come together despite our differences. Like, who cares about our differences? We're all people. We all have beliefs. We shouldn't be nasty towards each other. But you know, some people deserve it. You know, these elites, they're gonna get us, and we need to be ready to fight back. Not fight back physically, but fight back spiritually. You know, personally, I believe in the King James Bible, and that's my weapon. That's my weapon of choice right there. Not a gun, not a sword, but that's my sword, my double-edged sword, King James Bible. But yeah, do your own research. Don't let these people lie to you. Just expose them. Know the truth and believe it. God bless. Don't be deceived.